Perfect. Awesome. Cool. Gotta love hitting the wrong button. All right. So,
I can't
Mistakes.
even find. I got a quick question. Where can I find the freaking thing to take a long rest? I can't. Never mind. I found
Uh,
it.
yeah, it's up
I'm
the
just
top
blind.
underneath your hit dice. It's like
I'm
L
just
rest.
blind.
All good.
all
Go
right.
smack some things.
Okay. No,
Is anybody here opposed to, I guess, killing stuff? Are we going to be making friends specifically, or more? If we need to fight, we can fight.
I mean, yeah. If we need to fight, we can fight. But it's like
Cool.
I would try to avoid it as best we
Okay.
can.
Okay. Keen,
I
keen.
mean,
All right.
like if I see some cool shiny items I might want, I wouldn't be too opposed to taking it by force. But if it
Okay.
puts us in bigger danger, probably not.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So,
Into the portal we go.
without further ado, she kind of gestures over at Voltor to remove the anti-magic cuffs that she was wearing. He obliges, and she waves her arms around in kind of like a both hands bound at the or connected at the wrist in like a semicircle apiece. Um, and with that, a 10-foot tall or 10-foot, I guess, radius portal. It'd be more diameter. Diameter portal
Yeah.
appears in an open spot in the tavern, and she gestures for you all to walk through.
And I go. Hopefully,
Do you all walk through the portal?
I jump in.
Eckhart goes
Yep.
through.
Going through the portal.
All right. I assume that since Fang is here, she will also go through. All right. We're going to configure.
Die. A
Well,
full
yes.
peak party TK, baby.
Basics. All players. Go ahead and
I
navigate
can't
over to
wait.
the Fey entrance tab
Whoa. It's so pretty.
whenever you're ready.
Whoa. Where are we? Oh my god, it's so colorful. Where exactly do we end up, or is this just like a landing kind of page?
This is kind of a
Just what we
landing
see.
page. You guys would be kind of on this hill, yeah, about where you've put yourself.
Yeah,
You
lovely.
see a bunch of twisted roots, different vines, different things look as though they're alive and real, and then your eyes kind of focus on them, and you realize that they're just roots in a weird pattern. Um, but yes, it's
Oh,
very colorful as a whole.
well,
Um.
thank you for bringing us. It's so pretty. Where where
mm,
where are we?
uh,
Oh, um, well, the good news is that we're not far from where we need to go. About a day and a half's trip.
Well, is there bad news?
The bad news is that we're not on the side I would have preferred to be on. You see that glowing object there in the distance, just over a hill or two? Yes, that one.
Yes,
That's
it's very purple.
that's where we're headed. But you see the river in front of us?
Yeah.
I would have preferred to be on the other side of that.
Is it uncrossable? I have budgie board. We
It's
can all like swim across.
it's possible to cross it. It's just a little annoying.
Ah, well, I suppose lead the way.
Oh, well, I suppose. And she
Did
starts walking off in that direction.
as we're walking, did you have an inclination of where Budgie might be? Our little penguin friend who jumped in the portal. His name's Budgie. Or at least that's what he's told us his name is.
Well, he went through the portal that was originally open that day, so he'll be inside of the Court of Chaos. I suppose, I imagine by now he's been caught and is being held somewhere.
Oh, I wouldn't put it past him to I suppose, kind of just disappear. He has a habit of like just being insanely invisible to everybody around him. Kind of
Yeah,
just
and getting himself in the most weirdest of situations.
yeah. He's kind of like in and out of everywhere.
I would not
So-
undercut Numis in that aspect either, but
Huh? Who's Numis?
he is the ruler of the court.
Ah, so your father, I presume? or-
No.
Ooh. No, so not related.
No. Princess is a title that I've earned.
Oh, you can earn titles like that?
It's all part of the chaos.
Ah, how would one earn a title like that? Like, can anybody do it?
Anyone that's a part of the court could, I suppose. But
Is it like a joining basis? Is there like a fee?
in a sense, you've already managed to join, but unofficially.
Oh, excellent.
Hmm.
Just a little worried glance to everybody else, like, oh no, what have I done?
Everything is going to be fine. We're going to find the penguin and we're going to go back home. And then we're going to yell at the penguin. Stop following the money every time.
I mean, I kind of respect it. We get to join the court. It'll be great. Faye's gonna love us. I hope.
Court's for fancy people. I'm not a fancy person.
I want to be a fancy person, but I feel like I'm a little bit out of my depth. But we'll get there, you know?
Yeah. As long as we don't offend anybody and end up being killed, everything will be fine.
She'll be right, you know? And yeah, I guess I'm gonna have a look around to anything that's like super dangerous looking.
All right, go ahead and
and
once you
follow
guys are
along.
down to the river, go ahead and make a perception check for me. All who are interested.
Well, that's a good start.
Like 20.
I'm looking around the river. Is there something gonna eat us? Oh boy. It's a good day to be us.
That's not too bad.
All right.
I don't see anything.
So
I'm still in the tavern.
Oh, you got the Fey entrance up the top?
no.
Is where
Yeah.
we're on.
Gotta change scenes.
Yeah, there's like a little arrow up the top left of the
I'll
thing.
activate it.
Fey entrance.
There it is.
Welcome,
We're
Okay.
just, it's
welcome.
just gonna get real dangerous if and when the raid starts happening. But which I think my session was posted before the raid was, so I'm just gonna claim like
Yeah.
ownership of that.
Yeah,
Strat can
Mhm.
fight me.
I'll fight as well. It's alright. We've
Alright.
got the Fey court on our side.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll be fine.
Should
We'll
be right.
disappear as we need to.
Yeah, we'll just appear.
In the middle
So
of a big battle and just show up.
Ignatius, you get to the base of the river, and at first you just kind of glance at it, thinking it's simply just a river. Like there's nothing weird here. It's just
It's just water.
It's just
you know?
water. And then a couple of things catch your attention
Water.
after a moment or so of looking and just watching it flow. You notice the first thing you notice is that the current of the river seems to shift randomly. Some points it's fast, and then in that same location, 5 seconds later, it'll be infinitely slower to almost stand still. And then at another point, it'll randomly speed up again at a different interval.
How wide is the river?
It's about 20 feet across.
Okay.
Um, and that leads me to the next point. You notice it also seems to be shifting depths.
Oh boy.
Different portions of the river at different times will be lower than higher. Um, there are bits of rock protruding out of it, but that also seems to shift in height and location.
Is there any kind of pattern to it, or it's just completely
It
randomized?
seems as though it's completely random. You start to get the sense in a way that this river is alive.
Whoa. Hey, Alyssa. This river is it gonna eat us? What's going on here?
It it will certainly try. It doesn't like being crossed.
Ah,
Yes. You can see
so
why it's slightly annoying to have to pass it.
yeah. Um, I guess if we go above it, is it gonna like reach up and try and grab us, or
There's a decent chance of that, yes.
how do we cross it?
Very
Do you know how to
carefully.
cross it? Oh, very
You
carefully.
have two choices. You can either go so slow as to where it won't notice you, or so quickly that it can't react to you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna misty step across.
All right, that will in fact work, because it immediately
Oh,
teleports you 30 feet. Yep.
yep. So, and I'm gonna shout back. So, does this work?
Where
Is this okay?
exactly are
How?
you landing on the river?
Um, directly. So if I'm like on this side, directly
Mm-hmm.
across from us,
All right.
and
Uh,
hopefully I don't get eaten.
roll a d20 for me.
Oh fuck.
Oh no. Oh no.
Uh,
Just
I hope
pass.
that's good.
The river doesn't seem to do anything.
Uh, doesn't seem like it, or do I just not notice it doing something? Oh god. So just
GM. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yes.
is the river like an actual creature, or like is it just like a part of the world that's like living like trees and stuff kind of thing?
There's only one way to find out.
Poke it.
Yes, Fang. What's
Get
up?
out of my head, Matt. Yeah, sorry, thing.
Um, my screen is so black.
No,
Oh.
no, it shouldn't be. No. Figure. Yeah, I
Or
don't know,
something
man.
dramatic.
That might be a you thing, because it's set up the way it needs to be to where there shouldn't be any lighting problems on my end.
Okay, I'm just gonna refresh.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Because you're in the scene for us.
Yeah. And I've got it not using token vision nor using fog, so which both of those are the bane of my existence.
Hmm.
I always forget. Like the other two, I guarantee you, or the other ones that I have prepared are probably blacked out using token
Yeah.
vision. so, so I'll have to configure those later.
So yeah, I'm gonna call out to the rest of the group. So you can just teleport across. It'll be great.
Well, some of us can't do that.
Oh, uh, Alyssa, do you have a means of bringing everybody else over?
Not
Or
at the moment. It would take a little longer than we might like.
so
And the longer we stay here, the worse it'll be.
um, I guess could you show us how we cross this, or like we could lead us across? How would you like to cross it? It's like I'm over here, you know.
Mhm. Yes. Does anyone have any rope on them?
I do.
Oh, I might have some as well.
I also have rope.
All right.
I
Maybe
have.
we can tie a rope to a crossbow bolt. We can fire it across.
We could do that, or you could hold this end and I'll hold the other and teleport across like Ignatius did.
You know what? That's a better idea. Less
Yes.
chance of a miss.
So,
Yeah, that works.
you'll want to fasten your end to something solid, and we'll do the same on the other side. And then from there, again, you can either go very, very quickly or very, very slowly. It's your decision.
I recommend not going in between. Good luck, guys.
She will
And
also Misty
gonna go
step
very
across. Okay.
when she gets over here, I'm gonna start looking around for somewhere to tie it that's like solid as. Okay.
Yes, there are a couple of trees not terribly far off. It's a little sparse, but you do manage to find one. So you guys tie
Can
it
I
off.
just pay attention? Is this tree alive and gonna eat us as well? Do I know?
Make a nature check.
Well, I hope that's enough to know if this tree's gonna eat us.
You get the sense, just with what little Fey knowledge you have, um, everything in the Feywild is living and interconnected in some way.
Okay, so
So-
before tying the rope, I'm gonna like tap the tree.
Are we just like put it like it's an animal telling us?
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
gonna like pat it. My bad, dude. We're just gonna borrow your sturdiness. Thanks, man. I hope you don't mind.
All
I
right.
yell from across the river, ask for consent.
Yeah, I hope this is okay. Don't move if it's okay. Does it move?
it does not.
I'm gonna freak out if it
I mean, it very well could.
does.
So, which one of you is going to be attempting to cross the river first? There are 3 of you still.
I
that need
believe
to.
in you guys.
I will cross it first. If
Breathe.
anything happens, I don't need to breathe.
All right. How are you crossing the river? Quickly or slowly?
Carefully.
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 Mm.
So slowly.
Yes.
Is that one of the options?
Much like the Feywild, I think slowly and carefully are interconnected.
Let's go. I'm
All
just
right.
gonna be like standing on the other side of the river watching him like, let's go, Witcher.
Sorry, which one of
let's
you
go."
was that? Was that Witcher?
Witcher. Page,
Alright.
yeah.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Add nothing to it.
Let's
Okay.
go, Witcher. Let's go, woo woo.
12.
Woo,
Alright.
Witcher, you got this.
All right. As you cross,
Oh, shit.
it seems as though nothing happens.
I don't like
Oh.
this language you're using.
Right?
Like, did something not actually happen, or are we just too silly to see it? Oh no. So who's next? Can I just like look over Witcher and see if he's dying?
Make
What?
an insight check.
Oh, God. Oh,
I hope
no.
I see something. It'll be alright. I don't see anything, right? It's alright.
It seems fine. You're
It's
looking
all
and
good.
it appears as though he's going slow enough to whereas the river hasn't noticed anything yet.
Deep breaths.
Don't need to breathe.
The Witcher gets
Can
across.
Bob fly? Sorry.
What?
Nah, it's alright.
Witcher lands on the other side. There are still 2 of you that have yet to cross.
Well, if,
Hey,
if
Eka.
things go bad, I have like an emergency teleport. So if there's only, a chance of one of us getting across, you want to take it or do you want me to go?
I think I'm fast enough for it. I think.
You want to go for it?
You go ahead.
Okay.
You go ahead. You got this. I believe in you.
Oh no, I have Bob. I guess I'm
Believe in
carrying
me
Bob
that
with me.
believes in you.
Or, can I throw Bob? Nah.
Yeah, how does Bob
What?
get across?
Bob's a dragon, isn't he?
I just
How big
Yeah.
is Bob?
yeah, but he doesn't have fly yet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what
Oh,
exactly are
no.
you doing to get Bob across?
I'm gonna look
Is
at his
Bob-
stat sheet real quick.
Yeah, is Bob big enough to like just sit on your shoulder? Is he heavier than
He's-
10 pounds?
He's a small dragon. I don't know what the some definition of small is in D&D.
Yeah, would I be able to pick him up with Mage Hand, Mr. DM? Is
Um,
small enough?
I can just imagine just like Mage Hand just like picking them up like a cat.
I hmm. I would rule that you would not be able to pick him up via mage hand.
Okay.
But he might be able to cross the rope on his own, depending on the rolls.
Oh god. You got this,
Oh,
Eckhart.
Yeah,
Woo.
fuck, I'll have it go with me, like right behind me.
All right,
Let's
I need you to
go,
roll
Eckhart, let's
two
go.
d20. The first one will be for you. The second will be for Bob. Add nothing to them.
So should I do them together or should I do them one at a time?
Do two separate rolls, please. Okay. Next.
It could be lower the better.
You're right.
Oh, like my-
You know, fate things.
Oh no.
Oh no!
The first one was 8. The
Yeah.
second one was a 1.
Yeah, which one? It's the 8, right?
Wait, you were adding? No. No, there's
Yeah, it
not.
was
it
two.
did. Yeah, the
See,
second
I see an 11 and a 9.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
so
I
the
see, you
9
had
was an
one.
8 and 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I pressed D22 twice.
Okay. So then we'll take the 8, because that was the first one you rolled.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So-
Vista.
Let me. You rolled for Bob first. Got it. Okay. Bob manages to cross. As he lands on the other side,
Oh,
drops from the rope. You notice, and you said you were going right after, right? Or were you waiting?
Bob was gonna go right before me.
Okay. So you're on the rope partially at this point. Like you're halfway across. You glance to one side, and coming down the river, there's what appears to be a almost tidal wave, localized to the center of the river.
of course.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no!
And for a split second, you could have sworn that it looked at you. However, a river might look at someone.
I tried to go faster.
All right, go ahead and roll another d20 for me.
Come on,
Uh,
Eckhart, get over here quickly.
Real quick, the trees are giving some type of like under the trees would it be dim light?
Yeah, like we shaded.
Not particularly. So the way that
Oh.
the Feywild kind of works is it's in a perpetual state of sunset. And as such, the sun will always kind of be shining light at an angle, not really providing an area of dim light or extreme shade. If that makes sense.
Okay. Wait, is there any shadow I could see from like where I'm looking at?
They cast shadows, yes, but I don't know exactly what you have planned, but it wouldn't be enough space for you to teleport into.
Okay.
All right. You start to speed up, but the nerves get to you, and before you know it, this localized tidal wave is on you, and it slams into the rope, snapping it. You take 2 points of cold damage, um, as the water is freezing, and you are now because the rope snaps, you fall into the water and are now forced to swim across. Go ahead
And
and
then
make.
I have a amulet of cold resistance.
Okay.
What does that do with
So
that
it
cold
would
damage?
half
I don't know.
the damage, so you take 1 point.
Gotcha.
So go ahead
I
and make
can't, no.
an athletics check for me to determine how fast you can get to the other side of the river while swimming. 14. Okay.
14.
You land in the water, and it seems to recognize that you're not as injured as it would have liked, and begins getting very, very warm. You take uh, 4 points of, for the lack of a better term, fire damage.
Oh my god, he's getting boiled.
As the water heats up, and you do manage to get across on the other side, relatively unscathed. Fang is left on the other side of the bank, and at this point, no rope to cross.
Okay. Um.
Well, time for Plan B.
I have a dagger. Would I be able to tie some rope to it and eat it across?
You can certainly
I was
try.
thinking the same thing, but with that crossbow.
I think I'm
Yes.
okay.
Oh, you're okay?
I think so. Um. She's gonna twist the ring that's on her finger, cause she has a ring of water movement.
Mm-hmm.
That lets her walk along the. Eh, lets her walk along the water. There we go.
Oh, that's the main character vibes.
And
Oh,
I'm just going to spend a key point so I can dash
Okay.
and
God, that's actually
zip across the
useful.
water
Basically teleporting, right? That counts, right?
as fast as I can.
Roll a d. Roll 2d20 and take the higher of the two.
Oh,
15.
All right. Roll one more d20 for me.
Let's go, Fang. Let's go. Ooh.
All right. Roll one more d20 for me. Stop rolling the same thing that I do. Stop it. Okay.
Oh no.
Deep breath.
After the attempt made by Eckhart, the river is mad, very mad. You kind of get that sense. You watch as you start running across the water. The ground seems to shift upwards, and very quickly a 20-foot wall appears in front of you, blocking your entrance or access to the other side of the river.
Okay.
Oh,
It appears as though this wall is very quickly closing, circling in around you, attempting to close you off.
Okay.
real quick, does the river count as a creature, or what is it?
There's only one way to find out.
Okay. I'm gonna seeing the wall come up. I'm gonna command and say freeze.
All right, go ahead and throw that in chat for me. This is not the mood I was going for, but it's what we've got.
Dun, dun, dun.
Command. Alright, what command word are you saying?
Freeze. Like halt, I guess.
Okay. What's your spell save DC?
15. It's a wisdom save.
Alright. You cast the spell, attempting to target the river, and it doesn't seem to take effect.
Oh no. How do we help Fang? Oh no.
So there's a wall in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
and it's circling around me.
It seems like it's trying to, yes.
Can I parkour my way up and over the wall?
You can certainly try. Go ahead and make an, I assume you're going for acrobatics?
Yes, please.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check. $23. Alright.
God damn.
You start climbing this wall very quickly, very deftly. And you're making quite a bit of progress, and you do so very well. Sensing your location, it begins trying to cover the top of this wall with a pseudo like ceiling, a roof to trap you in, but you're too experienced, you're too fast, you manage to get around that and are now over the wall, falling 20 feet towards the ground, but with a 23 you manage to land on the other side seemingly unscathed.
Okay. I have slow fall if I need it.
Yes.
Oh,
With
yeah,
a
Fang.
23, you're fine, and given that 20 feet is the start of where you would take fall damage, you're okay.
Woo.
It seems as though you've all managed to traverse this problem.
So, that was fun. Good job, guys.
Ugh, that was, that was a little
Please,
stressful.
I'm gonna look to Alyssa and ask if there's gonna be any more moving rivers that are gonna try and eat us. Oh, is that the only one?
She kind of takes a second and looks at the tower and then glances back at the sky and says, unless something's changed in the past 4 days, that should be it. We'll see.
Okay then. I guess
Oh,
we'll
boy.
see. Is everybody okay? Are we not too freaked out by this river?
I mean, it's
Oh,
the Fae. It's the Feywild. I'm not surprised at this point.
Just before leaving, I'm gonna like thank the river and then, I guess, continue on.
I like the edge of the.
Yeah.
That was
Make a nature check, Ignatius.
Oh god. What did I do? Thank you, Mr. River.
If
Sorry we had to cross you.
if a river could give you the evil eye, this one would be.
Oh
Oh
god.
no.
Not happy at all.
I'm sorry. I guess yeah, we'll continue on.
All right.
Oh, I want to ask the Fae, is the time work the same here as it does in where we come from?
Not at all.
Oh,
Ooh,
There
timey-wimey
is-
soup?
Yes, there is no telling what point of time you will reappear in. There's no telling how much time will actually pass in the Feywild while we're here. As I said, it's a day and a half's trip, but that's really what, 24 hours of walking, give or take? 8 hours a day? No. That math is wrong. That'd be what, 12 hours of walking? So, seems as though we have our work cut out for us, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
it seems like it. So, curiously, can we go back in time, I suppose? Would be the correct way to say it? if we like, would we reappear before at all? Is
Time
that a
always
possibility?
progresses, it's just not at the
Okay.
same rate.
Yeah.
Think of it
okay.
as the
So-
rate of change of the rate of change, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, so we won't be going back and seeing doubles of ourselves.
No,
Okay, that's
Um,
fine.
but uh, any amount of time could pass.
Very well.
So,
Well, I'm happy to keep going. Hopefully, we don't find any more.
and you've continuously asked about what we'll encounter, and the answer, truthfully, is that I don't know. That river marks the bounds of the Chaos Court's land, and
To chaos.
well, we live for chaos. The lands here are always shifting.
Mm.
So,
Well, onward.
onwards. She is leading you. Are any of you attempting to help her lead? Or just kind of following along?
I have no idea where we're going. I'm following.
That makes sense. Alright. She begins walking. It appears into a forest. As time passes, as things go on, it seems as though you guys walk for hours. With very little to no apparent change in the scenery. After a good little while, you come across a slight clearing that looks to have one relatively large tree close to the middle with a hole cut in it, or multiple, and there seems to be a cut staircase to it. I'm gonna go ahead and activate our next scene. Figure lighting. Going into the treehouse.
Whoa. So wait, is this staircase going into the tree or?
It doesn't appear as though it's going into the tree, but there is a slight staircase there that looks like it leads up to a almost pavilion style thing. You're not quite sure what's on it.
Okay.
It's in that one. Is there any other? Let's see.
Wow, that's so grand.
There we are. Inside there appears to be some sort of light flickering in one of the windows.
So Alyssa's like leading us this way.
She's leading you towards it. It appears as though she's intending to go past it, but this is your trip. You can do what you'd like.
Hey, Alyssa, what's that?
Well, as I said, the lands are constantly shifting. I'm not quite sure. It appears as though someone's made a home there.
Oh. I'm gonna turn to the rest of the group and ask. Do you want to say hello, or should we not get too sidetracked?
Yeah, it would be better to continue on. Who knows what Budgie has gotten himself into at this point?
Works for
I
me.
agree.
Okay. I'm just gonna like take a mental note of kind of the path we've taken, get here, and ask. So that portal we came through, is it still open or did it close once we all came?
Oh, I closed it once we all walked through.
Okay. Understandable.
It can be quite
So,
draining
yeah, I'm just
keeping a
gonna.
portal open.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes.
that's cool. Is it like magic to get the portal open, or is it like you become a part of the court and you get the ability to open portals?
Oh, it's magic.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess we continue onward.
Can't believe y'all.
I wanna ask Lady Alyssa, is there no animals you can summon or you can find to make the trip faster? Any horses?
No, I don't do most of the summoning here.
Oh, so those companions you had,
They
what
weren't
were
mine.
they?
Those
Oh.
were part of the court.
Oh,
And so,
In-
how important are you to the court?
That depends on who you ask, but I am one of its leaders.
is it kind of like a royal family kind of thing where like you're all competing for, I suppose, popularity?
No, we all have our space. We all have our jobs, and we all have our ways that we help the court.
Oh, your job.
I am overseeing our, shall we call them endeavors into the material plane.
Ah, so we should be seeing more of you then.
You should.
Oh, lovely.
So we're just ignoring the cool looking tree. Got it.
I want to go in, but like I feel bad. I want to go see Budgie as well.
Yeah.
I kind of think focusing on Budgie is more important than us looking at the cool tree.
Look, man, Budgie's not even here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but you would definitely go into the tree.
Budgie
He
would
would, because he wants to steal stuff.
go. Can I like look over the tree and see if I can see what's inside of it as we go past?
Make a perception check. Alright. Glancing
Good riddance.
inside, through one of the windows, you see an elderly looking. At first, you think man, but then you look a little closer, and he's got pointed ears and horns coming out of the front of his head.
Kind of like a satyr.
Exactly like a satyr.
Ah, he's a satyr.
He appears to be sitting down, looking, or sitting down and preoccupied with whatever's in front of him. It seems as though he's writing something, but you can't see his hand movements, so you're not exactly sure.
As we go past, can I like, hello, hope you're having a good day, you know. Sorry to bother you. We're just passing by.
Good day. Kind
And
of
then, yeah,
tilts his head and watches you guys pass through.
onward, I guess.
All right. Well,
He was a nice man. Do you know any satyrs that live in trees, Alyssa?
I can't say that I do.
Hmm.
I've not met that satyr.
He must not be too noteworthy then. It should be alright, right?
Well, we're nearing our time to rest for the night. But if you'd like to keep pushing forward, we can. Y'all are dealing
Okay.
with this tree because I only have two images of the wild fae prepped, and this is it.
Oh, so I guess maybe we should backtrack and we could probably. How long are we gonna be resting for? Maybe he'll be happy to keep us here for a bit. Enjoy our
That's
company.
up to you. I don't know if he has the space, but we can certainly ask. I don't necessarily think backtracking is a good decision. We'd like to make progress, wouldn't we?
Always, but like if we're gonna chill out and rest anyway, maybe we can chill out in this clearing and under the tree, if it's okay with the Mr. Sadum here.
You're welcome to ask.
All right, I guess I'll go up and knock on the door.
No answer from opening the door at least, but you kind of hear a, yes, how can I help you? What's up?
Do, do you like own this area? Like, is this like your yard? Can we stay for a little bit just outside and like would that be a bother to you?
I suppose not. But I'm. Who are you? What are you doing here?
We're just some travelers looking to head into the cold. We're looking for a little penguin friend. You wouldn't happen to have seen any penguins waddling by, would you?
Not that I've noticed. No. Be a little
Not a
far from
problem.
home, wouldn't they?
A little bit, yeah. He's a little bit of a troublemaker. So yeah, just kind of. So you don't mind if we kind of stay out here? You don't have any problems? You're not going to be a nuisance or anything?
No, you're welcome to sit outside, I suppose. Just no fires.
No fires. Okay. Understandable, I guess. We wouldn't want your house to catch on fire or anything.
No, I
So yeah.
just returned. I would most certainly like to keep this, well,
Oh.
up.
Well, thank you. And yeah, I'll turn to the rest of the group, I guess. So he's cool with us, like, chilling out here. Did we want to take a quick rest and then we'll head off to the court?
Are we talking short or long?
Well, Alyssa, you're I suppose our quasi leader. What do you think would be best if we take a short rest here, or should we take a longer bit of time and?
Let's see, we're still so far away, and given that the lens shifts, short rest would probably be the best course. No matter where we
Okay.
are, really.
I guess we'll sit down here for a little bit and wait until everybody is nice and refreshed after that little river escapade.
All right.
I'm gonna like sit down and have a little quick look around, maybe even climb this tree if it looks not too alive and gonna eat me.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me. Anyone that's interested.
Okay, so I'll just make a wisdom check.
Oh
Wisdom
no.
check.
Specifically, I'm gonna like walk up to the stairs and look around if that's any help.
Um.
Kind of like have a look at it.
All right.
Oh.
So I'll start with Ignatius, and then we'll move on to Fang. Ignatius, you take a look up the stairs. There is a little pavilion. It's got just kind of a wicker style set of chairs with a small little makeshift like stone table. And sitting on the table there is a leather-bound book.
Well, I gotta go look at the book. I'm gonna like cautiously go up and have a look at the book.
Alright. You grab it and take a look, and it seems as though this satyr has written some sort of story. As you read it, as you start reading, there are different characters and different, seems as though plots, the whole basis of it is that someone, or a group of someones, had been trapped on an island, and it details their adventures of breaking the curse that was trapping them there and getting them off of the island.
Oh, lovely. Is this? Do I recognize this story at all?
You would not.
Okay.
Um,
Just a nice little story to read while we're resting.
it's written as though he was a part of the story,
Oh,
but as for real or fiction, well, there's only one way to find out.
if nobody's gonna do anything else, I'm gonna put the book back down and go up to the door and ask him about his travels.
Is there anything you're asking him specifically?
Hey, sorry, I hope you don't mind. I found this like book up over in the pavilion. I may have read it, and it's quite a fascinating story. Are you an adventurer?
Not willingly, no. But I
Not really?
was on that island.
Oh, what do you mean willingly? What happened? Did you get stranded or something?
I was, well, I was cast out of one of the other courts. It's supposed to be in the material plane, and I got trapped on that island.
Oh, are you a bad guy? Did you do something to get thrown out, or did they just not like you?
They came to a general agreement that they didn't want me there anymore. So,
Oh,
away I went.
was it an incompetence thing, or what happened?
Truth be told, I'm not sure. But if
Oh.
enough people get together and decide they don't want you, then I suppose they can make it
Oh.
that way.
Well, I've supposedly just recently joined the court, so I hope we can be friends. And
Oh, this was a different
I-
court.
yeah, but are you not part of the Chaos Court now? You seem to have taken up residence in their lands.
I've moved my tree, but
You moved the tree.
I did. I don't suppose I've officially joined the Chaos Court, no.
Ah. So, how did you move the tree?
Will you ask it nicely?
Ah. Could you please tell me how you moved the tree?
No, you ask the tree nicely to move.
Oh.
If you've built enough of a relationship with anything here, you should be able to do that, depending on what exactly it is, and the relationship you have with it. This has been my home for eons.
Oh, well, thank you, Nice Tree, for providing your shade for us, I suppose. And thank you for your story. Appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely day. And I'll kind of like rejoin the group and kind of sit down.
Fang, are you here?
Yes.
Yes. You're taking a look around, just kind of getting a general gauge of your surroundings, and off in the distance, a light catches your attention.
Okay. I'll let the others know the direction I'm going, and then I'll head over there.
All right. You walk over, and what started out as a like yellow sort of wisp, as you get closer, becomes multiple different colors. You see yellow, blue, there's a green one, orange even, and they all just kind of sit there floating. As you get closer and closer, are you being stealthy at all?
Probably as I start getting closer, if they start getting bigger, I'll start stealthing.
They never get bigger. They stay
Well,
somewhere around the size of maybe 3 inches in diameter. Um, but go ahead and make a stealth check for me, if you'd like.
yes, because I don't know what's going on in this weird place, and multiple things that should try to kill me have tried to kill me.
All right.
Just Faye things.
As you get closer, you notice while these wisps never become more defined, you notice makeshift, well, buildings. Uh, you see they have bits of fallen like tree bark as walls and leaves, some still attached to plants, some not, as makeshift sort of roofs.
Okay. Mm, Are they moving, or is this just like little plant housing?
The wisps are moving, just kind of going in and out of some of these buildings. You see a couple of different clumps of or groups of them where 2 or 3 are just kind of sitting there floating in one spot. Uh, they don't seem to notice you.
Um, you know what? I just kind of watch for a minute because it's weird. I'll just kind of watch for a minute because it's weird and it's pretty, and then I will leave them to their devices.
Go ahead and make a history check for me.
History, sure. I'm not smart. I was not lying.
All right. You leave the wisps of light to their own devices, feeling a little bit better having seen it. Back
Cool.
as a group, you all take a short rest, so do whatever you need to do for that. And you are back to the adventure afterwards.
Just before leaving, I'm gonna say thank you to the old satyr man. Wish him well.
Yes, and to you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Ignatius, you gathered that the satyr's name was Cyric,
Whoa.
based on the book that you read.
Okay. Thank you, Cyric. We appreciate you. Okay. We'll note that.
Just in case that ever becomes important.
I I guess like as we're doing our short rest or whatever, I would have told them about the little wisp of light
Whoa.
with the little plant houses. They were kind of cute. That don't mean much here. I mean, they'll probably still try to kill me, but they were really cute.
They were soothing, you know?
I did feel better when I saw them.
Play. Good to hear.
Are those stay in nature?
Yes.
I would assume so.
Yes.
Okay.
The vast majority of the things you'll find in the Feywild are in fact Fey in nature, yes.
Can I make an intelligence check then? See what you're talking about.
You may.
All right. Okay. So it is Hunter's Bane. So what kind of what kind of intelligence?
What do you mean?
Just base intelligence in general, or is
I'll give you a history check.
history? Okay. Out of all the intelligence skills I have, That is
Well,
not one of them.
I don't know how many intelligence skills you have. It's probably not insight, man.
How's 11?
All right. After spending your short rest, kind of thinking about it, just yeah. Um, you recall some of the bits of the Fae that you've heard of before, and it seems that this is a type of fairy. The glowing nature is what gives that away.
So you saw a little bundle of fairy houses.
Cool.
So there shouldn't be... Nothing should come of... Horrible should come of that.
That's soothing to hear.
All right. So, is there anything else that anyone would like to do?
Yeah, after saying goodbye to Zurich, I'm happy to keep going.
All right. You all continue, feeling rested, and after what seems like, well, after what seems like almost a day of walking, um, you do eventually come to the Chaos Court.
Yay.
Let me, uh, the princess will lean over to you, Ignatius, and say, "All right, starting now, I would, well, only speak when spoken to." Yes?
Ah, understandable. Will do.
And we are going to go over to the Chaos Court tab.
Which one's that one?
Did it not configure right? It didn't configure right. I closed it instead of saving it. There we go.
There it is.
Alright. I am going to step
Ooh.
out for just a sec. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break.
Okay.
Sound good? And then we will be
Okay.
back.
Welcome, Budgie. We're almost there. We're coming for you.
So close.
Yeah.
All right. Oh no, mistakes have been made. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So, Budgie and I are about to chit chat real fast in this chat just to make sure we're on the same page with what's about to happen. So, I'm at the moment waiting on him to show up to the chat. We're gonna find out. We're gonna see what happens. We are going to see what happens. This is gonna be great. I've been waiting on this. All right. Are you here? Can you hear
Yeah.
me? Perfect. All right. So just to I wasn't streaming the little mini session we had. So just to catch everybody up and make sure that you and I are both on the same page. You made a deal with the Archfey, the leader of the Chaos Court, right? Numis was his name. I can shoot that over to you real fast. I don't know if I ever did.
I got the name. I think I guessed on the name.
Yeah. It's it's spelled exactly like it sounds in UMIS. But yeah. So you made a deal with him to become essentially a vessel of chaos, but you weren't allowed to tell anybody that you had, and as such, they would make it look as though you were being rescued by them. So you are currently, the way that this is played out is you have been told that your group is on their way to rescue you or save you from the Feywild. So you have been collected and put into a slight makeshift jail cell, pretty much. You're very comfortable, and while they weren't there, you were allowed to do whatever, so like no one's harmed you in any way. But just to keep up with the appearance of you are being rescued and that nothing has happened, that is where you are. So they will be there shortly, you've been told.
Okay.
So, do you have any questions for me as the DM or Numis while we're here?
I think for you, he would come up with kind of a plan. I came up with kind of a plan that just like hey. So I can't say that I'm a part of the Chaos Court. It's just like keep that on the down low.
Yep.
Or is it okay.
No one is to be made aware of the deal that you've made.
Okay. I would probably ask him, hey, I did come up with a few ideas and stuff. Basically, those items I sent you.
Oh, did you send me? Where did they go?
Just the like deck of illusions and the armor.
Oh yeah.
Those things. If those are a possibility.
For you to grab at the moment? No.
In like the future, like
yes.
After all this has taken place.
Okay, I see. We will see what we can do for you. Yes. Well, if something becomes available, I will make you aware of it.
Sounds good.
Perfect. So, yes, your friends should be here any moment. I believe they're walking up the stairs now. So.
Sounds good. By the way, any way of communication, like you'll just get a hold of me then when you need to?
Yes, we have our methods.
Okay. Sounds good.
Perfect. Alright, and then you and I can move back up to PC1 when you're ready.
Alright, sounds good.
Perfect. Alright.
Big Joe Bob's here now as well. Welcome back.
Are you here for the penguin rescue mission or the raid? Big Joe Bob.
I was here for the penguin hunt.
Perfect. So you managed to avoid all of the dangerous bits.
Yay! Congratulations.
Again,
Just
again,
don't.
I do. Again, I apologize.
You also managed to avoid about half of the fun. We're gonna see what happens next.
Whoa.
That's my suffering.
Yeah, a river tried to eat Fang.
That sounds accurate. Okay.
It does.
Alright.
It does.
I also, if there's enough room, I might join in the raid because the last time I had to leave early.
Okay.
The raid starts in an hour or in
Yeah.
13
About,
minutes.
about an hour, hour 15 minutes.
Hour and 15?
Yeah.
Okay, we should be good by then. We're gonna see. Depends on y'all. So, are we ready to continue? Yes, no, no, yes?
See, senor.
I think Fang was in the kitchen.
Oh, that's unacceptable, Fang. How dare you?
Unacceptable. Unacceptable conditions.
I need food. I need food.
Yeah, snacky snack.
Conditions unacceptable.
But no, I'm good. I'm
Alright,
listening. I can run to the computer if I need to make a room.
perfect. I just had to grab a screen grab real fast with my snipping tool to make sure that make sure I can accurately fill out our player list later. So, you guys have arrived at the Chaos Court. You see this ziggurat in front of you. Well,
I love the ambient music.
if you're ready, this is, well, my home.
It's lovely. So, when you say speak when spoken to, are they gonna look at us and speak to us, or like, do we just respond, or are you gonna lead the charge?
I'll lead the charge. Speak when spoken to was a little harsh, but in your best interest to avoid making any, shall we say, unwarranted deals with Fae, it might be best if you avoid talking to those you're not familiar with, or shaking hands in any sort of way.
Ah,
Anything
so
that
what
would
was-
convey
like
making a
Jazz
deal, avoid it, please.
okay, we'll do. Just wondering. I did ask that satyr back there if we could use his like yard. Does that count as a deal? Am I
It
gonna
is,
get?
but it's not a big deal. It's a. You asked if you could use it. He said yes. He didn't want any payment. You're fine.
Oh, okay. Good to know. I will stop talking to people.
Yes.
Thank you.
Aw.
Not every Fae is out to get those that are unaware, but some will take advantage
Safe
of
than
you.
sorry kind of
Yes.
thing, right?
Yes, precisely.
Ah,
Safe and sound.
Understood. Well, I guess let's go find Budgie. Are we okay?
All right. So my plan is to go directly to Numis, and just allow you to take it from there.
Okay.
But
Is there anything we should know about Numis that might be helpful?
He's one of the ones that will take advantage of those that are unaware.
Okay, so don't make a deal with him.
Avoid it if you can. You know,
Okay.
he's not necessarily out to do harm, but if the opportunity presents itself, he will make the best for himself.
Understandable. Will that encroach on our deal? Like, if I make another deal, are you gonna be upset?
Not necessarily. It depends on the deal.
Fair enough. Okay, I guess if everybody else is ready to face Numis, is he nice?
Define nice.
Is he gonna attack us immediately?
No, of course not.
Ah, lovely.
I'm currently having some connection issues to get into Forge for some reason.
We're staring at a pyramid about to go in and meet Nemus, the Fae
it's just-
court, Chaos Court.
Yeah,
King,
it's
I
just
guess?
Forge is being annoying right now.
Understandable.
Kings.
Just keep refreshing and hope for the best.
So
Yeah,
there's-
I'm still trying. It's even more annoying because on Forge. I'm apparently still only level 2.
Oh no.
It has not allowed me to update the sheet for a good while. I'm hoping it does now. Hey, it worked finally.
Perfect.
Okay.
Nice.
We take those. We take those.
We take those. Thank fuck.
And just one last question before we go in. Is Numis like, I guess, the king? Is he? What is he? Is he the most powerful of the Chaos Court, or
He is
the
the
one
one
you're
that
most friendly with?
he's the one that has rallied everyone together. He doesn't use the title of king per se, but in a
Leader.
sense you could call him that.
Okay. Do we need to bow? Is like, how do we show our respect? I
It
guess.
won't matter in the long run.
Okay. I will do my best not to
Just
offend.
don't act like an idiot.
Just don't act
Yeah.
like an idiot is a good way to put that, yes.
Oh, I might be in trouble. Okay, let's go.
Oh, one thing, lady. What do I do about Bob? And I point at Bob. Can he go in?
What?
I don't
No,
see
my Bob. My
why
child.
not.
Oh.
Is there a reason he shouldn't be able to go in?
He's
No.
a little bit of an idiot.
He'll behave.
Then
Right,
you
know.
should be fine.
Okay.
Why does it always do that? All right.
Alright, I'm ready to go then.
All right. She makes her way up the stairs, and it takes a while to officially, or to make your way up them. Sorry, I'm trying to fight with art, and it's not working. Yes. So it takes you a minute to make your way up the stairs. You notice that there are guards that just kind of stand, making sure that nothing out of the ordinary happens. They slightly bow to... Screw it, it's not working. Each of them slightly bows to the princess as she makes her way up. Once you are up the stairs, it kind of levels off, and there's an overarching theme of nature and natural elements throughout all of it. It's very finely cut stone that you're walking on. Some of it's overrun with moss. There, as you can see, there are trees at the very top, and it initially levels off on one of the higher floors, but there is still a little ways to go up, and it opens into general living spaces. So there's a almost like a lounge of sorts. There's a kitchen area, like an eating area that has a kitchen behind it, things of that nature. And on either side here, there are stairs that lead up to, well, what would appear to be the trees at the top. Yes, we've got one more flight to go up before we're at the throne room. Are you sure you're ready to go in?
I kind of steel myself and nod.
All right. Well then, after me.
After you.
There we go. She will walk up the stairwell, and as you level out, you notice that first off, there are a good number of floating globules of light. These differ from the wisps because they stand still. You can tell they're not beings. They are thank you. They are magical bits of light there for the express purpose of keeping everything lit.
Yeah, so not like the little sprite fairy things.
No, not the fairies. He's not imprisoning fairies of light to just stay there. So the other thing is that it's not closed off, but there is a canopy of leaves that keeps you cut off from seeing the sky directly above you.
Okay.
In front of you, and I don't have an image of it, unfortunately, but in front of you, there is a throne made of roots that seems to be woven together and formed. And sitting atop of it is a fairly light-skinned man. Why did it not work? I hate this. That has blue hair and light blue eyes.
I'm kind of gonna look to Alyssa for like guidance and like look at him, and I guess bow my head down a little bit.
You know what? I'm not fighting with the art anymore. It's just not working right now. Dang.
He's very light skinned, almost white, you could say.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. I did it the same way that I do everything else, and it's just not going. So you guys are welcome to put yourselves up at the top there.
Oh.
She briefly explains that she has brought you here to retrieve your friend that jumped through a portal a few days ago. And then she sort of gestures to you to finish off explaining the rest.
Yeah, so there was a bit of an incident at an auction. Like some of the items were taken, and overall, our friend Budgie kind of ran after them, and we were hoping if we could, I suppose, see him and find him and bring him back to the material plane. In return, I made a deal with Alyssa, specifically in regards to, I guess, helping you guys establish yourselves within Dustfair. Would we be able to see Budgie? Do you know who I'm talking about?
When you say, I don't know the name. I'll put it that way.
He's a small little penguin friend of ours. He goes by Budgie usually. He's somewhat stealthy a lot of the time. A bit of a troublemaker, but I'm sure you appreciate that. He's very chaotic one, I suppose, would be the best way to put it. Did he come through with the rest of the? I guess there was like fairies, right? That like grabbed the items and jumped
Yeah,
through the
they were
portal?
spirits
Yeah.
of some kind.
Yeah, they kind of jumped through. They came through with him.
Now that you say penguin, yes. He's here.
Is he okay? Can we see him?
He's fine. We have him, in his own little study of sorts.
Oh, making a name for himself. Can we see him? Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Iggy, by the way, and these are my compatriots who came with us. We were wondering if we could, like, I guess, see him, and if he wants to come back with us, we could go back together.
You may. I will have one of the servants bring him up.
Ah, so I was wondering, could we get some more clarification as to, I guess, the endeavors on the material plane, and Alyssa's job, I suppose?
No. You
No?
may not.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm kind of supposed to be helping, I guess. So, is it just the council that I'm assisting with? Is that all?
To begin, if you're helping, as you say, we will inform you when We have a job for you to do.
Oh, okay. How?
We have our ways of communication. Are you familiar with sending?
I've heard of it. I'm not capable of it, but yeah.
Sending
kinda
goes
just,
beyond
like-
the plane that you're in, and if
Yeah.
push comes to shove, we will send a messenger.
Ah.
Does that answer your question?
Somewhat. So what do you need of me besides, I guess, getting a seat on the council? I'd also like to know about, I guess, all the items that were a part of the auction, and I guess what happened to them.
Unfortunately, they have not arrived. Or shall I say, they're no longer in our possession.
Oh, what? How? Why? What happened?
Deals have been made.
But yeah, a deal was made where I was to become the owner of these items.
And who made that deal with you?
Alyssa, and I'll kind of like gesture over.
She did she?
Yeah. I can quote it if that would be helpful. Like she'd like to retain the celestial armor, and I was to take possession of the rest of the auction off items in the state that they were to be auctioned off in.
It may interest you to note that she does not have the authority to make that deal here in the Chaos Court.
Ah. Well, that's somewhat discouraging. So, I guess, where do we go from here? I'm kind of impartial in terms of, like, I was supposed to help you for those items, but those items are no longer on the table. Where do we go from here, I guess?
Well, let's start with your friend Budgie. That's why you're here, correct?
Yes.
And as you guys are coming to that bit of conversation, Budgie makes his way up the stairs.
Ah,
So he's now
Budgie!
here.
Hello.
Is he okay? Like, what state is he in?
He looks untouched.
Oh, lovely. Hi, Budgie. Welcome.
Oh.
I hope you've had a good time here. What have you been up to?
Well, not as much as I wanted to,
Oh.
but yeah, I kind of just been hanging out a bit.
Fair enough. So you gonna stay here, or are you coming back with us? If we kind of figure out how to get out of here, I guess.
I mean, yes, I'm coming with you. I've had enough of the Fei for a while.
Yeah, it's a bit like that.
Stay for the
Oh, a
while.
river tried to eat us. And then I'm gonna like turn to Numis and like, so, I suppose, where do we go from here? We have some of the items in possession from the auction, in my possession. Specifically, I have this lovely violin, and I'd like to keep it, as well as some of the ships. We also need a way out of here. So I guess, what's going on? Where do we go from here?
Well, what do you have in mind? Anything in particular?
Honestly, I'd kind of first like to know, I guess, the hierarchy here. Where does Alyssa sit? Because she seemed to like speak of herself as somebody with the capabilities to make deals, and like she seemed like she was part owner of the items that she promised me. But
In a
that
sense,
apparently is
she
not the
was.
case.
She had no dominion over those items specifically. She is one of the leaders of the court, specifically when it comes to wizardry
Wizardry.
or
Ah,
magic, I suppose. So, but yes, those items were not hers to give away. They never were.
So whose items were they?
We
were the
procured
orcs?
those for another deal that we had made.
May I know the details of this deal, or
No.
is it kind of hush hush? Ah, very well then. So you have plans of, I guess, grandeur within Dustvale, and from what, if I'm to believe what Alyssa's told us, you guys kind of just want a name for yourselves and for Fae within the material plane. I guess I'm going to be keeping this violin. I hope you don't mind, but we kind of need a way to get back. So, would you be willing to help us? And I could probably help you with your endeavors in the material plane, specifically within Dustvale.
What do you have in mind for that? Because step one
Well-
is procuring a spot on the council.
Yes, correct.
We intend for much more.
What is much more, like disbandment of the council, and then you guys are now the ruling class, or
Not necessarily disbandment. That's a strong word. But
control,
lessening their power.
lessening their power and increasing your own, or
Well, always. Naturally.
always, of course.
Our
So
plan has less to do with the material plane as a whole and more to do with the Feywild.
ah, so I guess the other courts are not, I suppose, the friendliest with the
No.
chaos then.
Not with us. They decided a long, long time ago that the less chaos there was, the better for all of them. So, here we are.
That doesn't sound very fun at all.
I agree.
Well, if to that ends, I'd like to help as much as I can. I guess step one would be we go after Dustvale. When with regards to the material plane, you guys that's Alyssa's domain, correct?
She's overseeing those for the time being. Her domain is more magic and the like.
Ah, okay. So, how exactly can I help then? I guess.
Well, you made a deal with Alyssa. What?
Yes.
What was it?
Specifically to help with getting a representative of the Fae to essentially a seat on the council.
Then we'll continue with that deal. And we'll provide a way for you back to the material plane.
Okay, so specifically then, we came to the conclusion of having a representative for the Fae on the council, and I guess a safe haven for any adventurers who appear during the. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but the event called the Drop, we kind of just appear in these lands. So yeah, as part of that deal, we kind of wanted, I guess, our autonomy. And
How
Alyssa was
chaotic.
to keep hers. Sorry?
I said how chaotic.
Exactly. It's lovely, isn't it?
I
We
have
kind of do what we
no
like.
interest in harming anyone on the material plane.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Um,
Then we're in agreement.
so with regards to the items, seeing as they've been, I guess, auctioned off, I'm going to keep the items in my control. What would I be able to, I guess, question as to what happened to some of the other items?
We kept a few of them. However, most of them have been passed on to their new owners. Was there
Okay.
anything that we had obtained that you would like? Is that what you're asking for?
Yeah, so there were a few ships in a bottle that were auctioned off, and kind of would like to have my own ship, you know. I'm kind of big on creating a name for myself.
All right. I believe we still have 2 of those.
Are
I'd be
they
happy to
going
bring
be
them.
used?
Well, that depends on what we say next. You'd like a ship in return for a ship and a way back to the material plane in return for obtaining a seat on the council for the Fae, correct?
Essentially, I'd also like to, I guess, become a part of the court. I don't know, chaos is just quite lovely, to be completely honest, and quite entertaining. And I'm gonna kind of look around to the rest of the group and ask if they have any, I guess, like, desire to join up as well. And if any of the items kind of jump out at them that they want from the auction.
Just see Budgie smirk.
Well,
I
I
was
want to
was part of that whole thing.
Well, it looks like it'll just be me then. But yeah, I'd like to, I guess, see where it goes. And I don't know. I've kind of been enchanted by the whole chaos is fun.
Eckhart would come up to where Ignatius is and ask what would be the price or trading price for the other ship you have.
I have no idea. I think they were going for like 2,000 gold. I'd be happy
No,
to
what
part.
would they take it for? Or what would the court want
Okay.
for the other ship in the bottle?
Okay. So yeah, I'll find out for you. So yeah, I'll go up to Nemus after asking the rest of the group and like. So, so I get 1 ship plus safe passage for all of us to head back, and we get you a seat on the council. And I guess I would also like some help with, I guess, making my own name and joining the Chaos Court. What would it take for that and the other ship?
Give me 1 second. My headphones are dying.
I'm so
Thing is
bad at
giving a
wording.
hard look at Eckert.
Witcher.
I mean,
It was
I was,
you that
I was
walked.
trying to say that I want. Sorry.
I just need a bit of clarification. Witcher, it was you that walked away with the piece of armor, correct?
That was
From the Haunted
Henderson.
Mansion.
Yeah,
Oh, it was Henderson?
had the
Okay, I've
piece.
got my
Yeah.
characters mixed up then.
Yeah,
Eckhart has the sword.
Yes.
yeah. Eckhart has the dark sword thingy. That's like super cool.
Yeah, I was that part of the auction.
Yeah. And then I got the violin. And I
But you
think,
got a portal.
yeah, Budgie got the portal. And whatever else deals he made while he was here.
Bang didn't get shit.
It's alright, Fang's part of the group. You're welcome to my vote whenever.
All right.
Appreciate it, Ignatius.
Well. So, in exchange for the other ship, there is one thing that I am in need of at the moment.
Go on.
So, separate deal. I will give you the ship that is not chosen by. You said your name was Iggy?
Yes.
The ship not chosen by him. However, I need for you to obtain from the material plane, one piece of armor for me.
Okay. Any armor?
No, very specific. It was the last piece in the set that did not arrive.
Ah, okay. I have an idea. I did see the armor. I'll see if I can figure out. Do you have any inclination as to its whereabouts and a time frame?
We have no clue, no idea as to where it has gone. We were informed that it would be a full set, and then suddenly it was not, which is very chaotic.
Is this information accurate?
Well, it won't be anymore. We have the vast majority of it.
Yeah, but like, was it actually going to be auctioned off as a full set? Did you see it?
As far as, and I would have to refer to the princess on this one.
I'm gonna look at Alyssa and see.
Um,
Did you see it as a full set? What
yes,
happened?
it was a full set before it was auctioned off, and then I suppose during the scuffle, part of it had gotten away. I didn't see
Oh.
myself what happened.
So we'll have to figure out where it went then. Okay. I can do my best. I guess, what time frame do you have?
As soon as possible, and if need be, you may make trade for that piece of armor for something else, and we will supply as soon as we can.
Out of curiosity, what is the capability of this armor? And if the piece that you're looking for is separate, does that separate have abilities on its own?
Yeah, like, is the set needed for it to function?
For it to function as armor specifically, no. For it to gain the benefits of every piece of the armor, yes. Some items and artifacts have benefits when they work directly in correlation with others. This is one of those.
Oh. And this will help you guys, I suppose, take over the Feywild then.
It will, but not in necessarily the way you're thinking.
How was I thinking?
I assume you figured we would use it ourselves, and that is quite simply not the case.
Oh. I suppose Celestials will be involved then. But that's the semantics.
Just start.
So, I get both the ships. You get a seat on the council and the celestial armor, correct?
You get one of the
And the
ships.
safe passage.
You get one of the ships safe passage as one deal.
Yep.
Are you signing for the second ship and the armor as well, or is that your friend there with the interesting looking sword?
It is a nice sword, isn't it? I'm happy to sign for it. Just wanted to know specifically, like, what if I don't find it? Like, I understand you want it as soon as possible, but like, I don't really have much to go on as to its whereabouts. Because I don't believe Ignatius is aware that Henderson has it, right?
I'm not sure.
I don't think he told me.
I don't know if I think he slinked off somewhere, never to
Yeah.
be seen again,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, basically.
Until he comes
Yeah.
back around.
Yeah, so like, I don't have any inclination as to where it could be, but like, this time frame, is it like a deadline or just as soon as I can get it, really?
At the moment, there is no deadline. However, with every passing day, the customer gets more and more aggravated. So
That is understandable, but like, this aggravation, is it coming after me? Because like, I like, this deal seems a little, I suppose, unfriendly.
at the moment, it's nothing you need to concern yourself with. We have time.
That's very I can't think of the word, damn it. That's not very ensuring. How much is time? Like, this is so up in the air, I guess. Oh well, I suppose. So I will take the ship then for the armor, and I will try to return it to you as soon as I can.
Perfect. So,
And then, with regards to the other ship and safe passage home, would I be able to become? How does? Because I made this deal with Alyssa, and she made the comment that, like, I've kind of already joined the Chaos Court. So could you, I guess, elaborate? Elaborate. There we go.
by making a deal with the court, you are, in a sense, joining the court. Is that...
So I guess what I'm saying is, as part of the deal to bring Dustvale into the fold and assist in every way I can, I'd like, I guess, a more front-facing position on the court in terms of an actual member of the court rather than, I guess, just defaulting to a seat on the court, you know? If you understand what I mean?
That can be arranged.
Lovely. Well, yeah. How would I contact you guys? And I'm making this deal with you specifically, correctly?
Yes, you are. So,
Okay.
he reaches down, and kind of behind him into what appears to be the slight forest he has on his ziggurat, and produces an intricately carved, dark, almost black, wooden ring, and presents it to you. It says,
I take.
"This will signify that you have joined the court. And should you need to contact us, you will be able to."
Thank you. We appreciate it. I will endeavor to serve, I guess. And I appreciate the deal. And thank you for your time. Will I be communicating with you or Alyssa?
That depends on the circumstances. It should mainly be Alyssa.
Understandable. Well, thank you for your time. And thank you for the ships. How do we get out of here, I guess?
Well, Alyssa will form a portal and you will walk through.
Oh, lovely. And you guys have no idea where we're gonna end up, eh?
Not offhand, no.
Well, I guess we're ready to ride the coaster and see what happens. Does anybody else have any input?
No, I can think of.
Not particularly.
Lovely. Alright. Well, I guess we'll take our ships and I will try and get the armor back to you as soon as I can. After making this deal, is there by any chance I'd be able to know where this armor is going and who would be after me, I guess, if I fail to bring it in a timely manner?
Should the trouble arise, you will be informed.
Okay, not a problem. Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Alright. One of the servants presents to you the 2 ships that were left.
Lovely. I have 2 boats. I'll pass the smaller one. No, I'll take this. Which ships are they?
They appear obviously without opening the bottle, it's going to be very difficult to know. But they both appear relatively similar in stature. Shorter front, a little bit of a wider style ship. They both appear as merchant ships.
Okay, cool. I'll pass one to Eckhart, and yeah, I'm happy to head off then.
All right. Yes. So
I need to come up with a name for my ship.
I can
Oh,
help
yeah.
with that. You guys are standing there. Alyssa will kind of do the same motion with her hands again, and another 10-foot diameter portal appears.
Thank you very much. I hope we'll be in contact soon. Just out of character, are they both Archfey?
Numis is an archfey. You're not sure at the moment what Alyssa is.
Okay. Question after that, what's an Archfey?
You don't know what that is?
I kind of know. They're like the lords of the Fae, I guess.
Very
Like, how do they become an Archfey?
power and being able to control a section of the Fey realm.
Okay.
Basically, like kings that
Yeah.
govern territory, but they have more power behind them and
Okay.
political ties.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I guess you could also call them kind of deities.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
my-
have
Yeah.
they have godlike
Minor
powers.
deities.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
a demigod, essentially.
Lovely. Sounds good. Okay. Well, I've sold my soul. I'm happy.
Are you though?
Oh, very.
Do you guys walk through the portal?
I'm gonna just turn around and kind of bow, and then yeah, walk through the portal. Thank you for your time, guys.
I grab Budgie and I drag him down up to the portal.
I need to figure out how to get this armor now.
Right now,
Budgie's
we're
just
leaving you behind again.
Yeah. But you kind of just salutes
leave-
them out as he goes through the portal, like, see ya.
All right. Ignatius, when you
Woo.
guys all get through the portal, I need you, Ignatius, to go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oh,
Or
lovely.
I suppose anyone that's interested can do it.
What check? Sorry.
Perception.
Perception.
Or
I'm too busy.
Anyone
pretty
except
busy.
the penguin.
Except the
Here,
penguin.
I will.
I'm
I
too
will
busy.
roll because
How's that?
Wow. Hey.
Nice.
you're
Alright.
welcome. You're welcome, Eckhart. As I say that one.
Wait.
This
There's no
Why
way.
are we here?
this
Why are we
is
here?
the island you guys appear on.
This is how I know it.
yeah.
It all
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense now.
What
Hold
makes
up. Wait a minute. Something don't seem right.
welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
What? Wait, what?
Might someone proclaim or explain what the this is?
Some
Face shit right
yeah,
here.
some face shit, dude. Basically, as part of the traditional campaigns, we're exploring this island, and I somehow knew of this island, but I've never been here before, and because of the timey-wimey stuff, this session
Wibbly
kind of
wobbly.
technically happened before we set off for the traditional campaign stuff. And
And
Wibbly
this
wobbly
is,
timey
there's
wimey.
I had to throw it in there
Oh,
somehow.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wibbly
Yeah,
wobbly,
that-
timey wimey.
yeah, exactly, wibbly wobbly stuff, and this is why I
Yeah.
know that
There's
this island
authors
now.
here.
Yeah,
Your little accent makes it. Your little accent. I don't know how you. But your voice, it
Yeah.
fucking gets that wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Yeah, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
It fits that
Oh.
perfectly.
Yeah. I know how to get back from here. Oh, actually, technically, I wouldn't know how to get back from here.
Yeah, that's metagaming, dude.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
in the past.
For sake
this
of
is-
it, we'll say that you eventually managed to make your way back to Duskvale.
Yeah, I take out my ship. Ah, look at the mightiness. It's so pretty and lovely.
And Ignatius, you might be able to name your ship the Leviathan.
Honestly, I'm trying to. Eventually, but not yet.
It's
It's nameless for now. Oh
Yeah.
god.
You could call it.
Oh, no.
You could call it either. You could call it the Leviathan, the Kraken,
Mm.
Jormungandr.
It's, I think either when we get to Duskvale or at the beach. I think more at Duskvale. Budgie would hack up a bottled ship.
Oh, there's the third ship.
What?
I didn't leave them empty-handed.
Oh, lovely. Good job, Budgie. We
Oh,
did well.
buddy.
And he hacks it back down.
Yeah, is there anything else anybody else wants to do? Sorry for kind of taking over the session as well.
Ah, you're good. You're good.
Anybody else want to make videos?
Yeah, join us. One of us.
With
I mean, the only thing, only deal I would want to make is to try and get a magical weapon of some sort. That's it.
Well, Eckhart got a magical weapon without having to do anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Give
there's
me
some
another
weapons
level,
also.
I can do the same.
I mean, he fought a magical owlbear, so
Little bear.
I think he
Oh yeah,
deserved
that's
it.
true. That's true.
Alright, we are gonna go ahead and end the session here.
Thank you
Roger,
guys.
Roger.
I'm gonna stick around for a couple minutes, but I'm gonna end stream real fast. So.
Okay.
Alright. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been great. It's been grand. Here in just about 30 minutes to an hour or so, I have another D&D game that I will be playing. I'll be playing this time instead of DMing, so be on the lookout for that. I will make a notification down in the Discord when that goes live. So, be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna take a minute to eat, do everything that I need to do, finish up some stuff for PA, answer questions for the players that we just played with. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all later.